It's time for North Myrtle Beach Chiefs baseball on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network, and it starts right now. It's time for North Myrtle Beach Chiefs baseball on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network, and it starts right now.
Hello and welcome to North Myrtle Beach baseball here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. My name is Brandon Biscobing, and after being gone for a little while, I am back. We are back here to call some North Myrtle Beach Chiefs baseball. Basketball season is at an end. The girls coming up just shy of winning the state championship, had a great run, but now it's time to move forward to spring. And hey, guess what? I have a special guest joining me, coming back, Tyler Kerb. Tyler, welcome back. It's good to have you back.
It's a pleasure to be back here, Brandon. Nothing's better than coming back here to North Myrtle Beach High School. It was a great place for me to graduate. Of course, I've moved on to Winthrop University. I had some time to come over, join the broadcast. It's definitely a pleasure to be back, and I'm definitely looking forward to tonight's game.
Yeah, official season opener for the Chiefs, the home opener for the Chiefs tonight, and a much better feeling amongst everyone in this home opener as compared to how it was last year. Obviously, last year only the one home opener, the one game that we were able to call, and pretty much the one game of the official season for the Chiefs prior to, obviously, COVID shutting down the remainder of the season. Chiefs definitely in a place that they could potentially do some damage, want to make a run, want to come back strong. They were a legitimate state title contender last year. They still are this year, coming in ranked third in 4A in the preseason polls. And they started off the season fairly strong, went 2-2 in the Coastal Invitational Tournament, beating Aner and Aner and Lake City, while losing to St. James and losing to Socastee in the tournament finals, in the tournament championship game. Carolina Forest comes into this game. The Panthers are their opponents tonight. Carolina Forest comes in with a 1-2 record. They went 1-2 in their tournament, in the tournament that they were playing in down in Georgetown, the IP Baseball Classic. And Tyler, we talked about it last year, but this year even more so. The Chiefs want to have a very strong season, and they not so much offensively, but definitely on the pitching side, they've got some of the top names in 4A.
When you bring up the Chiefs pitching, two names most definitely stick out. Though that is senior right-hander Billy Barlow, committed to Clemson, and junior right-hander Cam Freeman, who's going to Georgia Tech. We'll be seeing Billy Barlow tonight. He looked very strong in his first outing against St. James. I'll read them off. 3 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 4 runs. No of those runs were allowed. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts, and 73 pitches. However, he did take the loss, but I wouldn't say much of that is his fault. Now, Brandon, you talked about last season and the home opener we had last year and how much different the atmosphere is. Knowing with COVID-19, we didn't know what we were going into. However, it seems like the sun's coming, like things are going to be getting better. Our last game we covered was on March 13th, 2020. The Chiefs that night lost to Wilson 5-3 right here. We didn't know what the future was. In fact, that was the last live sporting event I saw. Here it is, 368 days later. We're back.
Yep.
We are back.
Hey, when you said you were in town, I was like, we got to finish this off properly. We have to have a real game that doesn't have something hanging over its head, and that's what we're going to have tonight. It's going to be a great game. Like you mentioned, Billy Barlow, one of the best pitchers in this senior class in the state of South Carolina, ranked 7th in the state, 380th prospect in the nation, according to Perfect Game USA. And he is known as Wild Bill by Coach Real, and he's got some great he's got some great pitches. He's got a great look to him, and he's definitely gonna want to do some damage tonight. That's gonna be the big matchup. It's gonna be Barlow against this Panthers lineup. Give me some of your other keys to this game.
Well, Billy Barlow, one thing we saw throughout these past couple years, we didn't see him his his sophomore year, obviously. His junior year, in a limited sample size of only 9 innings, 1.56 ERA, 1-0 in 2 appearances, struck out 13 of them. Really looks strong. He's a power pitcher, like we said with Cam Freeman last year, and you talked about the Chiefs being a state title contender. Well, 2 ACC recruits are most definitely going to take you a long way in this state. And this is the last chance for Brian Alderson, the manager of the Chiefs, to have both of them. He's definitely enjoyed having them on his staff, being the 2 region pitchers last year and this year's. But unfortunately, last year was cut short. But last year's last year. You got to put it in the past. We got to focus on this year.
But at the same time, the fact that last year ended in such an inauspicious way, definitely not just for the Chiefs, but for the Panthers, for every team in the state of South Carolina, and pretty much every team in the nation on the spring side, they are raring to go and want to get this season started big time, and every team wants to be, playing very well come June and trying to go for a state title game in baseball or softball or any of the other spring sports because of the way that last season finished. The scouting report for Barlow throws a low to mid 90s fastball, topping off at 94. Throws a low 80s changeup and also throws a high 70s slider. So look for him to use his pitches, all 3 of his pitches effectively, and on the flip side, we'll get you the starting lineups first for Carolina Forest right now, as we are just a few minutes away from first pitch.
Well, we're going to go over the Carolina Forest starting lineup, led by manager Joey Worley, who is in his 3rd season here at Carolina Forest. 27 and 33 career record as the manager of the Panthers. His starting 9 tonight, leading off and playing in center field, number 5, Jackson McCoy. Batting second at third base, number 3, Will Jackson. Batting third in right field, number 11, Luke Janak. Batting fourth, the designated hitter, number 7, C.J. Sharp. Batting fifth in left field, number 1, Adam Janak. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 20, Josh Watson. Batting seventh at shortstop, number 14, Bradley Wohlers. Batting 8th at catcher, number 12, Ashton Armstrong. And batting 9th, playing at second base, number 8, Connor Meehan. Sorry, it's been a while since I've read a starting lineup. My apologies. And for North Myrtle Beach, led by their manager, Brian Alderson, who has a career record of 80, 34-1 if you count all the preseason tournaments. He's been here since the 2015-2016 season. We'll be talking about him throughout the night. His starting 9 tonight as follows. Leading off, playing second base, number 3, J.J. Velez. Batting second, playing shortstop, number 1, Jomar Lugo. Batting third, playing at first base, number 17, Burgess Gerganis. Batting fourth, playing as the designated hitter, number 20, Luke Rice. Batting fifth in right field, number 11, Anderson Boyers. Batting sixth and catching, number 18, Caden Kingston. Batting seventh, number 15, playing at third base, Cameron Freeman. Batting eighth in center field, wearing number 8, A.J. Vereen. And rounding things out for the Chiefs tonight in left field, number 6, Gabe Butler. Starting pitcher is Billy Barlow. And we're going to have to check and see who Carolina Forest's starting pitcher is.
Yeah, I meant to put that down.
It looks like number 15 for them.
So we will get that starting pitcher for you in just a second. The starting pitcher for the Panthers is Kellen McDowell.
Kellen McDowell. We actually have a little bit on Kellen McDowell. During the IP Classic, he pitched against Somerville on Thursday. Carolina Forest lost that game 8-3. McDowell had 4 scoreless innings. However, that didn't really last long. They couldn't. Somerville couldn't score off of McDowell, but he got to the Carolina Forest bullpen, scoring 8 runs and pulling that one out in the IP Classic opener on the 10th.
So we'll take a quick break and come right back with first pitch to start off the 2021 North Myrtle Beach Chiefs baseball season right here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we are just about ready for first pitch with Billy Barlow on the mound throwing his warm-up pitches. The Panthers huddling up, getting themselves prepped for this game. And it will be Jackson McCoy, the center fielder, who will lead it off for the Panthers.
Well, I read Billy Barlow's stats for last time out, but in case you missed it, you weren't listening. Against St. James on Thursday, 3 2/3 innings pitched, 2 hits, 4 runs allowed. None of those were earned. 2 walks and 7 strikeouts. He had 73 pitches in the loss. What we're going to see from Billy Barlow, as you mentioned his repertoire, he strikes a lot of guys out. As we said with Cam Freeman last year in the home opener, sort of has like a bulldog mentality. You know, he can intimidate someone, not even with just his pitches, but just his frame and just him looking down at you from the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, just that height that he has definitely does help him on the hill. And what I found out, and well, last year it was on a Friday, so I think the
decision came on Monday.
I think the setup will be the same as it was supposed to be last year, Barlow will be pitching the Tuesday games with Freeman pitching Fridays. That is what I found out earlier this week.
However, one thing you want to look out for with Barlow, and this is something that's, I guess, a little common in high school baseball. We saw this a little bit with Cam Freeman last year. You kind of have a little bit of control issues. Now, that's expected with high school pitchers. You know, they're going to ACC programs. They will be ironed out. Last season, in those 9 innings pitched for Barlow, 2 wild pitches and 3 hit batsmen. And he walked 2 batters in there. So we're just about getting ready to go. Billy Barlow cleaning off his cleats behind the mound, steps upon a slab, and we're just waiting for the umpire to say play ball.
Yep, Jackson McCoy steps into the box, the center fielder for the Panthers, to lead it off. Barlow sets and deals, and we are underway with the first pitch. A strike at the letters, and we are underway. 0-1 is the count to start this one off.
Tell you what, it's a beautiful night for baseball.
It is. We had some threat of rain as the 0-1 pitch is fouled off, and it'll be 0-2. Starting pitch was thrown at 6:04.
I could see Barlow going to some breaking stuff, trying to get McCoy to chase. Start off the season the right way with a strikeout. Let's see what he can do. Caden Kingston is his battery mate tonight. Let's see what kind of chemistry they'll have throughout the night.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll get you the defensive line alignment for the Chiefs in just a second. The 0-2 pitch. Ball in the dirt.
He tried.
He tried to use that change-up and put it in the dirt. Tried to get Kingston McCoy to chase.
Great discipline by McCoy. So now it's 1-2.
Yeah, 1-2 count now. The 1-2 offering is a strike at the knees.
Called strike 3.
Called strike 3 at the knees, and there's one away. Good pitch by Barlow, just putting it right at the knees and making McCoy decide, do I swing at this or not? That'll bring up Will Jackson, number 3, the third baseman.
I tell you what, there's got to be some sort of relief for these Chiefs players, knowing that there will be a tomorrow playing on this field, unlike last season.
Absolutely, as that ball is hit into right field, but high and right at Boyers, who gets underneath it and makes the catch for the second out of the inning. So 2 quick outs for Barlow. That's exactly what you want to see from him.
Only 5
to start
pitches.
off this game. Yeah, exactly. And that'll bring up Luke Janik, one half of the Janik attack that's most known for on the gridiron, but is also a powerful producer for the Panthers on the baseball diamond as well. The first pitch to Janik is swung on and missed. Some fire just blow it by him.
Woo-hoo.
Fastball right at the knees, and Janik took a big hack at it but could not catch up.
I tell you what, it would be big for the Chiefs and Billy Barlow himself if he could get out of his inning unscathed. 1, 2, 3, it would be a beauty.
The 0-1 is a strike on a low outside corner. Another fastball just put it on the corner, and it's 0-2. Barlow working very efficiently to start off this game, and that's exactly what you want to see as a Chiefs fan.
He's calm and controlled. Here we go.
The 0-2 swung on and dribbled at the plate, ranging out and grabbing it is Kingston. He'll throw it over to the first in time for the final out of the inning. So 1, 2, 3 go the Panthers to start off this game. Chiefs coming up to bat to start off the bottom half of the first inning right here on the Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we get set for the bottom half of the first inning. Top of the order due up for the Chiefs. And they will face off against Kellen McDowell on the hill.
As I said in the opener about Kellen McDowell, 4 scoreless innings against Somerville as part of the IP Classic on Thursday. Unfortunately, Carolina Force wasn't able to build off of that great start. So it will be interesting to see what he can do here. Looking at him warming up, it seems like he has more of an over-the-top delivery as opposed to 3/4 as we see from many. But I'm expecting it's going to be a pretty good pitcher's duel tonight between McDowell and Billy Barlow, who had a very clean inning, 8 pitches, I believe, in the top half of the first, 2 strikeouts. Now we get to see what McDowell can do against this Chiefs offense.
Yeah, this is going to be one of those games that, it's really going to be what defense or what offense can get into the box score first. As J.J. Velez steps into the box, the first pitch is almost hit him, well low and inside, and he has to shimmy his way out of the way, and it'll be a 1-0 count.
One thing you got to notice is that the corner infielders are playing a little bit so they may be expecting Velez to bunt.
Yeah, looking for the bunt. No bunt yet. That pitch is a ball high, and it's quickly 2-0. Velez having a good eye, but at the same time, McDowell not exactly having that great of a command to start off this game. The 2-0 pitch is a ball just low, just missed the knees, and it's 3-0.
I tell you what, it'd be great for the Chiefs if they can get a runner on here early on to start off the game, especially a 4-pitch walk. We may have to see how McDowell will react from that.
A fairly chilly day today as the 3-0 pitch, he thought that was coming inside. Looked like a slider that made Velez turn his back, but it broke back over the plate in there for a strike, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 pitch. Strike 2 on the high inside corner.
Well, nice job by McDowell battling back from a 3-0 count.
Great job by McDowell, and now the payoff pitch to come. The payoff pitch is a ball low in the dirt, and Velez will get to first on a walk. So the first base runner for either team comes in the form of a walk to J.J. Velez, and that will bring up the shortstop, Jomar Lugo.
I tell you what, you can tell McDowell lost that one. As soon as he let it go, he kind of crow-hopped off the mound, and whenever the ump called it ball 4, kind of kicked the dirt around the mound. So Velez takes his lead off from first. McDowell in the stretch for the first time tonight.
A very chilly night tonight, a very chilly day entirely. 51 degrees out there as a pickoff throw over to first, keeping Velez close.
It was a fairly overcast day. I was kind of wondering if it was going to rain, even if we could even play this game.
Yeah, there was rain in the forecast. Actually, the Myrtle Beach game was canceled today. Well, postponed to tomorrow as a result of the rain, as the first pitch is a ball high to Lugo, and it's 1-0.
I tell you what, you can tell that Velez is getting in McDowell's head. He threw over there a couple times before he even threw a pitch to Lugo, and you could see Velez over there taking a pretty decent-looking lead, trying to bait McDowell to throw over.
Yeah, thinking about stealing, and he throws over to first again to try to keep Velez close at the bag. Velez not really threatened, though, by that pickoff throw. With McDowell being a right-handed pitcher, you don't have to worry about that sneak throw, that sneak snap throw. McDowell gets set, now deals. Ball up and away, and it's now 2-0. Like you mentioned, Tyler, rain is in the forecast. That's why this game was pushed up from its original start time of 6:30 up to the 6 o'clock start. Clouds are all over the sky, but we're hopeful that we can get through this game before the rain comes. That pitch misses up and away, and it's a 3-0 count. And for a second there, I thought Velez was going to go for a second, but decides not to.
Looks like there's going to be a mound meeting here. McDowell's having some controls with his command. He's thrown 9 pitches thus far, 7 of them for balls. And you have to wonder if he starts walking guys, having issues with his control, it may be a short leash for him.
Yeah, maybe a very short leash for McDowell if he cannot get this command going. The 3-0 offering is a strike right down the pipe, a get-me-over fastball from McDowell, and it'll be a 3-1 count.
I don't think Coach Alderson is really going to let any of his players have the 3-0 green light this early in the season.
No. I mean, it just even later on in the season, unless it's a crucial moment in high school, oftentimes you're not going to have the green light on a 3-0 count. 3-1 pitch will not come quite yet. Another pickoff throw over to first.
What's interesting, there's rules in Major League Baseball, or there will be in the coming future, how many times you could throw over to first base. I'm wondering, with how many times McDowell has thrown over to first to try and get Velez, do you think they'll implement something like that at the high school level soon?
Eventually, I think there probably will be a trickle-down effect as that pitch misses up and away, and Lugo works the walk as well. So now 2 batters and 2 walks to start off the game for the Chiefs. That'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Burgess Garganis.
And it looks like there's going to be a
a mound visit from the manager for Carolina Forest, trying to calm down McDowell and get him back under control.
Well, that's exactly what I have to assume Joey Worley's going to be doing. He's probably telling him, got to calm down, got to just get your pitches over. You're trying to overdo things thus far. We can't afford to get anything we can't afford to give up too many runs because we're going up against a D1 pitcher. But that's not important right now. You just pitch your game.
But you have to imagine for any team, and that's one of the strengths of North Myrtle Beach, as the home plate umpire very quickly went out to the mound and said, "Okay, enough of this. This is way too early to be doing mound visits. Let's get back to action." You have to imagine for any team that plays the Chiefs this year, any pitcher is going to have that in the back of their mind of, I'm facing off against a Division I caliber opponent. I need to be on my A game tonight.
So Garganis is in here looking to capitalize with a runner in scoring position, hopefully to give the Chiefs a lead to start off.
The first pitch is swung on and missed. A strike right down the pipe that was whiffed at by Garganis, and it's 0-1. Maybe that mound visit worked a little bit.
It's all it takes is to give your pitcher a little boost of confidence.
It's like in Rookie of the Year when he was pitching wildly and then the one mound visit and suddenly is amazing.
Thomas Ian Nicholas. He was great in American Pie.
0-1 count, nobody out, runner on first and second. Bottom of the first inning, still a scoreless ball game.
Lugo isn't being held on by the first baseman, so he could take pretty decent lead. Goes back to second. Wow.
Now he picks off. Well, but you have to take that into consideration. The Lugo at first, he can't steal unless Velez steals as well.
Obviously. So. It will be interesting to see if I don't think they're going to be this aggressive to try double steal when they haven't even recorded out. And believe me, rules of baseball, don't want to make the first or last out at third base.
Mm-hmm. And especially this early in the game. That pitch is some high heat that's fouled off. And it's 0-2. And just like that, this is an opportunity for McDowell to potentially get at least some relief out of this runners on first and second, nobody out jam.
Well, he does look much calmer.
Yeah. This is the first of 2 games in the series these 2 teams will face again at Carolina Forest on Friday. That ball fouled off.
Little breaking ball trying to get Garganis to perhaps chase one when he was expecting heat.
And he got the chase, but Garganis was able to get a little piece of it
That's
and
great
foul
discipline.
it off.
Looks like there is someone already warming up in the Carolina Forest bullpen, number 16. We'll be getting that name to you at some point, but we're going to have to see what McDowell can do.
That pitch is well high, and it's now a 1-2 count. One and two, nobody out, runner on first and second.
McDowell gets the sign from his catcher, and here he fires.
The pitch is swung on and grounded over to the second baseman. On to second for one. Over to first. This 4-6-3 double play.
Oh, no, he got pulled off the bag.
They're going to say the first baseman got pulled off the bag. So it will be a 4-6 fielder's choice. And now there will be runners on the corners at first and third with one away. And that'll bring up the cleanup hitter, Luke Rice.
DH Luke Rice is a big man. 6'5", 250. We saw him on the hardwood with the basketball team over the winter. He's an offensive lineman on the football team as well. But I talked to some of the players beforehand, and they say Luke Rice is just a mammoth of a man. Baseball is by far his best sport.
First pitch of the ball high, and it's 1-0 to Rice.
We got a name for that player warming up in the Carolina Forest bullpen, number 16. That is Garrett Ward, right-hander, listed as a first baseman on their roster.
The 1-0 pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1.
Well, you got to think with McDowell in forcing that ground ball. They only got one out. They did have a chance to get two. Unfortunately, the shortstop's throw pulled the first baseman off the bag. But you got to feel some sort of relief, a weight off his shoulders for McDowell, knowing he got one out.
And he still had the double play opportunity. Fake to third, fake to first, but no throw to either bag by McDowell, trying to get someone sleeping at their respective base. But both Velez and Garganis were well aware of it.
Well, McDowell's just focus on the hitter. That's all you have to do.
The pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Yeah, McDowell's thrown over to every base.
And that's something that
he can't let these base runners get in his head because he's not going to have as much focus on the batter.
Even in the majors, you see that where a pitcher will get too focused on a base runner and then make a mistake at the plate as a result. He once again tries the fake over to third and spin to first, but both runners are able to get back without a throw.
I don't know how he could fake the runner on third. That's Velez. I don't know how he can fake him out. Third baseman's not even covering. 1-2 pitch coming from McDowell.
The pitch is swung on and popped high into shallow center field. Ranging in and making the catch is Janik in right center field.
And Velez is he thought about going, but he saw the strong throw from Janik. Was cut off by the first baseman. So Velez will stay at third, and it will still be runners on the corners, and now 2 outs.
Yeah, after it looked like the Chiefs had a good opportunity to get a run to start off this game, now they have runners on the corners with 2 away, and McDowell has a chance of getting out of this jam.
And hoping to spoil that is Anderson Boyers, the right fielder tonight, hitting in the 5th spot. The left-handed hitting outfielder steps in with runners on the corners. Velez on third, Garganis on first.
The first pitch to Boyers is swung on and fouled off over to the Carolina Forest dugout along the first base line. And it'll be an 0-1 count. Runners on the corner, 2 away. 0-1 count. Still a scoreless ball game here in the bottom of the first inning.
Looks like there's no shift on Boyers. I don't think they really have analytical data on high school
I don't think you see many shifts in high school because you don't have that data. The 0-1 is swung on and missed. Strike 2, and it's quickly 0-2. And after looking like it was a foregone conclusion that the Chiefs were going to score to start off this game, McDowell has done a great job after the mound visit, bouncing back and being one strike away from getting out of this jam without any run scoring.
And what a confidence booster it would be for him if he can
Absolutely. A check swing bloop into left field. That'll drop in there into left center field. One run will score, and it'll be an RBI single for Boyers, and the Chiefs take a 1-0 lead.
Well, nice job there by Boyers taking that outside pitch. A little bit of a check swing, as you said, Brandon. Able to drop it in between the left fielder and center fielder. Getting the Chiefs on the board here. And you got to think Billy Barlow's in the dugout saying, "Thank you, Anderson."
I'm just shocked at how far that ball traveled, because he held that check up very quickly. I did not think that ball had enough oomph to travel as far as it did.
Well, Anderson's a strong guy. So now runners on first and second.
That'll bring up Caden Kingston, and he puts a charge into one and hits it out into left center field, but ranging over and making the catch is McCoy for the final out of the inning, but not before the Chiefs get on the board with one run on one hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. And after one full, the Chiefs lead Carolina Forest 1-0 here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Middle of the lineup, 4, 5, 6 due up for the Panthers. As Billy Barlow heads out there for his second inning of work, it will be C.J. Shoup, Adam Janik, and Josh Watson due up for the Panthers.
Well, as I said in the bottom half of the first inning, Billy Barlow should be saying thank you to Anderson Boyers, who got the Chiefs on the board first with a sort of a check swing, or maybe he didn't follow through on his swing. Blooped it into left center field and was able to drive in J.J. Velez. As we're getting ready to go here in the top of the second inning, as a little meeting between Cam Freeman, Burgess Gerganis, and Barlow breaks up. Barlow gets on the slab, and we are getting ready to go here in the second inning. Very efficient inning for Barlow in the first inning. Only 8 pitches to retire the side. Let's see if he can do more of the same.
The first pitch is a ball a little low and away, and it's 1-0 to Shoup. The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed for strike one, and it's 1-1.
C.J. Shoup against Summersville on Thursday went 2 for 3 with an RBI. We really don't have many stats for Carolina Forest, but we'll get to him as quick as we can, as that is a
ball just a bit low, and it's a 2-1 count now.
They haven't changed the inning from the first inning on the scoreboard.
Well, we know it's the second inning.
We're following along. We're doing the best we can.
The 2-1 is a ball low and away in the dirt, and it's a 3-1 count now. And right after Barlow had very good command in the first inning, starting to fall behind a little bit to this leadoff batter here in the second.
Well, just remember, you got a 1-run lead. You've got great stuff, electric stuff for that matter. Just focus on your task at hand, which is the hitter.
Especially with a 1-run lead, you have to imagine that he's much more comfortable, as that pitch is a big fastball that gets past Shoop at the knees, swung on and missed for strike 2. So it's a full count now.
You think he's going to go to a breaking ball or perhaps blow it by him?
I could see, I think slider here. No, he goes with the fastball and just blows it by Shoop right down the pipe. For strike 3, swung on and missed for the first out of the inning. That'll bring up Adam Janik, the left fielder.
That was Barlow's third punch out of tonight, and only four outs so far. So got into a little trouble with a full count, but he was able to regain composure and blow 2 straight fastballs right by Shoop.
The first pitch to Janik is a ball just off the plate outside, and it's 1-0. Chiefs and Panthers, in spite of where this game is being played, kind of wearing opposite uniforms. Chiefs wearing their blue tops with the gray bottoms. Panthers wearing their maroon tops with white bottoms. As that ball is tipped at the plate.
Normally that's a thing. I don't know what the uniform requirements are in high school, but you would think that one of these teams, probably the away team, Carolina Force, would have to wear gray. Or no, I'm sorry.
No, I'm correct.
I'm thinking hockey.
No, you're right.
North Myrtle Beach would have to wear white, or at least they're the ones who get to wear the alternate.
Yeah. As that pitch is a ball in the dirt. And it's a 2-1 count now to Janik. Normally it's, even if you're wearing alternate uniforms, the home team's wearing the white bottoms, and the grays are for the away team. So
yeah, it's switched around. I don't know. That's pretty interesting. I guess there's really no regulations on uniforms in high school.
The 2-1 is a ball just off the plate, just a tiny bit low. And it's a 3-1 count now.
We may see history repeating itself from a minute or two ago. Barlow got into a 3-1 count against the leadoff hitter Shoop and threw 2 straight fastballs to blow it by him for the first out of the second inning and his third punch out of the night.
The 3-1 swung on and missed. He just decided to blow it by him, just like you said. He just went, you know what? I know how my fastball is. I have good command of my fastball, so I'm just going to blow it by you. Threw it right at the letters, and Janik could not catch up to it. Let's see if he goes to it again. The payoff pitch. Once again, goes to the fastball, low and away, and it swung on and missed for the second out of the inning.
4th punch out of the night for Barlow, and you can call me Nostradamus. So 2 straight punch outs to start off the second inning for Barlow. Looking great so far.
Yeah, looking dominant. Some of his other pitches, some of his off-speed pitches, not as good command, but his fastball is absolutely filthy thus far.
He'll be testing this Carolina Force batting order all night with that fastball.
So,
dare him to hit it.
The first pitch is swung on and missed. Once again, going with the fastball. That one low and away. Swung on and missed by Josh Watson for the first strike of the at-bat. 0-1. Barlow trying to go 1-2-3, strike out the side here in the second. The 0-1 pitch. Strike at the knees. That time got Watson to look at it.
He threw that ball so hard his hat flew off. Josh Watson against Somerville on Thursday went 2 for 3 with a double and an RBI in the loss. But an 0-2 count for Barlow. Let's see if he can finish him off. What do you think? Another fastball, Brandon?
Oh yeah, at this point that pitch is his go-to at this point in this inning. The 0-2 pitch. He goes for it, but that ball is hit out into straightaway center field, but right at Vereen for the final out of the inning. So not quite the 1-2-3, 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeout variety, but Barlow does get him 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. So we head to the bottom of the second inning with the score 1-0 Chiefs here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the second inning with the bottom of the order, 7, 8, 9 due up for the Chiefs. It will be Freeman, Vereen, and Butler, a rare, not so much rare, but I guess once every week he alternates from pitching to playing the field. Cam Freeman out on the field and batting tonight.
Well, the Chiefs with the 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. Got to McDowell a little bit, drew 2 walks to start off. Got 1 run, so let's see what Freeman can do here.
The first pitch is popped high over towards the Panther dugout. We'll see if it stays in play, and it will not.
I was scared I was going to hit someone. There were fans camped out on the lawn here at North Myrtle Beach.
Or worse yet, that was heading for the parking lot.
Oh, jeez.
I was ready to hear a ball crash into a windshield.
Good thing I parked my car on the other side of the thing. And it looks like we have a little situation with Cam Freeman or someone. Oh, no, it may have hit a fan.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, lovely.
That's not good. Oh, jeez.
No.
Oh, no. Looks like it's a stoppage in play. We saw Brian Alderson, the manager, come out and wave for the trainer who's sitting near us to please get down here and please check on this fan from Carolina Forest.
Yeah, that's the hazards of coming to a game, obviously. So we'll take a quick break and come right back when action resumes right here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as the 0-1 pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-2.
That was a short intermission.
Yeah, very short. I thought they might take a little bit to check on the injured fan, but I guess they made sure everything was good, and then they resumed play. So the 0-2 pitch swung on and missed. A good changeup that got Freeman to swing over the top of it, swing a little early, and there's one away.
Well, 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and that's a strikeout for Kelly McDowell to make easy work of Freeman.
And
got to feel he's a little more confident.
Yeah. I mean, he gave up the 1 run last inning on that single by Boyers, but outside of that, after the mound visit, he was pitching much better. The first pitch is the ball low and away to Vereen, and it's 1-0.
One thing about A.J. Vereen, and you could probably think of this comparison, Brandon. What A.J. Vereen, what I see in him is a short, speedy guy. You know, he can wow you on the base paths and defensively.
That 1-0 pitch is a strike that got Vereen to swing over the top of it, and it's 0-1.
But
1-1.
But these player comps, and you could probably agree with me, or you could find someone better.
Yeah.
One older, one who surprisingly still playing, Juan Pierre and Gerard Dyson.
Just without the wacky way of batting. That ball is hit over to short, thrown on the first in time for the second out of the inning.
Nice scoop by the first baseman, and that's 2 quick outs for the Chiefs here. Kelly McDowell definitely looks more settled down here as he reaches the bottom of the lineup. That's going to be the left fielder Gabe Butler.
Yep, Gabe Butler, the left fielder, stepping into the plate. The first pitch to Butler is swung on and missed for strike 1.
Going back to the fans who were sitting, unfortunately one got hit. Certainly hope that he's okay. But the fans socially distanced. It's a little chilly. They have sweatshirts on in the box seats behind home plate and on the metal bleachers. Both very supportive fans from both clubs coming out to witness this game tonight.
The 0-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Ball very low, but he got Butler to chase it, and it's quickly 0-2. And this has been a great comeback inning for McDowell. looking to go 1-2-3 here in the second.
I couldn't find any stats on Butler from last season. For some reason, he told me he was a senior, but
Swung on and missed on the 0-2 pitch, and 3 up, 3 down. 2 strikeouts as well. Both McDowell and Barlow both strike out 2 in the second. We head to the top of the third inning with the Chiefs up 1-0 here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we head to the top of the third inning, and the 7, 8, 9 hitters are due up for the Panthers.
facing the bottom of the order and looking strong through his first 2 innings, Billy Barlow. 4 strikeouts, no walks, no hits. Looking pretty electric thus far.
The first pitch is swung on and hit out into left field.
That's going to drop for a hit.
It'll drop in for a hit for Bradley Wohlers. And well done, Tyler. You jinxed it. You said no hits, and I was about to say, look, you jinxed it.
I had that in my mind. Well, at least it wasn't late in the game. At least
okay, fair enough.
Well, now we're going to get to see what can Barlow do with a runner on in working out of the stretch.
That'll bring up Ashton Armstrong, the catcher. The first pitch to Armstrong is bunted, and it's popped up, but it will fall over towards the backstop.
You got to expect with that potential bunt, Freeman and Gerganis. Not so much Gerganis because he'll be holding on Wohlers at first, but definitely Freeman will be playing on the infield grass, expecting something to come his way.
Billy Barlow, known as Wild Bill by Matt Reel, the football coach, also played on the football team as a linebacker. Committed and signed earlier in February as the bunt is hit right back to Barlow. Looked over to second, but then decides to throw over to first in time for the fielder's choice. So the sacrifice bunt will move Wohlers to second. And that'll bring up Connor Meehan with 1 away and a runner on second base.
I tell you what, that was quite the quality at bat by Ashton Armstrong. You gotta get guys in scoring position no matter how you can. So they're gonna take that early hit, sacrifice them over to second, see if they can tie up this game.
We don't really see it in the MLB anymore, but in high school you can still see the small ball, and I love it.
I tell you what, college coaches will notice that.
Yeah.
Don't know how much they'll appreciate it. Well, they'll definitely appreciate it, but it will be noticeable.
The first pitch to Meehan is a strike at the knees. And it's 0-1. Connor Meehan also plays on the football team for Carolina Forest, plays safety and a little quarterback every now and again.
Sort of like a wildcat quarterback, you would say?
More of he comes in when there's a blowout kind of quarterback.
Okay.
The only time he ever played quarterback as the 0-1 pitch is a strike on a low outside corner, and it's 0-2. The only time he actually came into the game as a quarterback during the regular season was during the first game against South Florence, when that game was well out of reach.
It would be huge if Barlow can get a strikeout here.
The 0-2 pitch is a ball up and away.
Ooh, he's still throwing hard. Tell you what, only one out here into the third inning. Chiefs lead 1-0 over Carolina Forest. But Panthers, as I said earlier, who knows? They need Meehan to come through here if they want to tie up this game potentially.
Yeah. The 1-2 pitch. Long look and now deals. And that pitch is a ball just off the plate outside, and it's 2-2. I have a feeling that if Kingston hadn't have jumped up to try to throw to second, that would have been a called strike.
And Cam Freeman's got to be ready to straddle that bag and slap the tag down if there is a throw down to third.
That ball is hit up the middle, diving, but not able to get a hang on it.
That's Lugo.
It is Lugo at short, and it gets into center field for a single. They'll be able to, Vereen will hold up Wohlers at third. So now there's runners at the corner with one away, and that'll bring us back to the top of the order in Jackson McCoy, who's 0 for 1 with a strikeout looking to start off the game.
Well, that was a beautiful dive by
a
Joe
great
a
attempt.
lot of range. That he's a fantastic defensive shortstop. We saw that in the short stint from last year. Unfortunately, couldn't collect it and couldn't get it on to first base. So runners at the corners here, one out here. Barlow in the stretch.
First real threat for the Panthers today. That pitch misses up and away. Throw down to second on the steal, and they do the delayed double steal and a high throw into center field, but they are able to get a great throw by Vereen from center field. Gets Meehan at third. So a run does score, ties the game up at 1. But Meehan is thrown out at third, so there are 2 away now.
You've got to assume that's an error on Kingston. That play kind of reminded me. You ever see Little Big League? that play, throw it down to second and he's coming home. I mean, well.
That pitch misses up and away.
So Carolina Forest tied up the game 1-1. Now Barlow's going to be pitching with the bases empty. But beautiful throw by Vereen.
Yeah, great throw by Vereen. But that's something that, I'm surprised Kingston didn't hold that ball because
with the runner on third.
Because as that pitch is hit high out into straightaway center field, ranging out and making the catch is Vereen for the final out of the inning. But not before the Panthers get a run on the board and tie the game up. 1 run on 2 hits, no error, 1 error, and 1 left on base after 2.5. It is 1-1 here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we head to the the bottom of the third inning, as the Chiefs have the top of the lineup up. Velez, Lugo, and Garganis due up.
Well, you gotta think that with Kingston, and we discussed this. I wasn't able to finish my thoughts. You got to think that Coach Alderson's going to be pulling him aside and saying, hey, with a runner on third and a guy stealing, it might as well be best to eat. Yeah, we can't have that happen again.
Yeah, that's a trademark type of play, the delayed steal when you've got runners at first and third. You wait until the catcher throws the ball, and then you take home. That first pitch to Velez is a ball low.
Drew a walk his first time up. Let's see if... history can repeat itself again, but he starts off with a strike against McDowell.
And he was able to come around to score the 1 run for the Chiefs. That's a high chopper and a great attempt by the third baseman, but not able to hang on to it. Jackson made a great attempt. He was playing well in on that ball and tried to make a diving stab at it, just could not come up with it. And it chops its way into left field for a leadoff single for Velez.
That was actually it was stopped by the shortstop.
Oh,
but
okay.
Velez's speed. You want speed at the top of the order. Definitely able to use those legs of his to beat out a single. So he's now 1 for 1 with a single and a walk, and now he's back on first. And let's see, will McDowell be thrown over again?
Yeah, will this make McDowell nervous again? As Lugo looked to be squaring around to bunt, and Jackson was running in like a man shot out of a cannon trying to come in for that bunt.
Well, let's see if the Chiefs can.
And he comes in again. That ball is chopped up the middle into center field, past Meehan at second, and just like that, the Chiefs have 2 on the board. Runners on first and second with nobody out. And that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Burgess Garganis.
I tell you what, Lugo hit that one right on the button, right up the middle, right past the shortstop. Second baseman sort of got under his glove, but, he's drifting over to his right. Unfortunately, wasn't able to backhand it. Hit it so hard, McDowell had to get out of the way. He didn't want to get struck with that. So this is probably the best start you could have for the Chiefs. 2 straight singles to start up, and you have the middle of the order coming up.
Yeah. Yeah, you've got the heart of the order coming up right now with the 3, 4, 5 hitters. And a runner in scoring position already. This is looking to be a potential repeat of the first inning for the Chiefs. We'll see if McDowell is able to rebound again. That first pitch misses low and away to Garganis, and it's 1-0.
Well, to McDowell's credit, it seems like after that first inning, it was a little shaky. He's definitely calmed down. This is actually the first threat since that first inning. He had a clean second inning. But the Chiefs are definitely going to be making McDowell work.
The 1-0 pitch. Long look. And they're going to call a balk. Or no, excuse me. I thought I heard a balk.
They were the Chiefs dugout.
The Chiefs dugout, we're right above them. And they were trying to call for a balk, but no call was made.
Do you think they were trying to call it, hoping McDowell would balk?
Well, or hoping that the umpires were going to call the balk. That pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 1-1. 1-1, nobody out. 1-1 ball game. Runners on first and second. Chiefs threatening for the second time in this game.
It's Velez on second, Lugo on first, who reached on consecutive singles to start off the third inning for the Chiefs.
Consecutive hard-hit chop balls. That pitch misses low, and it's a 2-1 count.
Oh, no, the Chiefs have had a lot of hard contact, even on, fly balls. They weren't hit right to the Carolina Forest outfielders. I believe Janak and Wright had to run roughly 30 feet to go grab one.
Yeah.
And the center fielder, who is
McCoy,
he had to get on his horse to get one.
That ball is chopped over to the North Myrtle Beach dugout.
Wonder if it actually got in there, because we're right above. Yeah. Those who don't know where we're stationed right now, we're above the Chiefs dugout along the third base foul line here at the North Myrtle Beach baseball field here on the campus of North Myrtle Beach High School. And I'll say it again, what a beautiful night for baseball.
Oh, yes.
And a beautiful place.
A little chilly, but
yeah. Well, hey, we're warm. We're inside.
We're inside. We don't care. The pitch swung on and chopped up the middle over to the shortstop on the second for one. On the first, double play, 6-4-3 double play. And once again, it looks like McDowell may get some helping hands and get out of this jam with not much damage after 2 straight batters get on base to start off the inning.
Well, I'm extremely impressed with the quickness that Carolina Forest was able to turn that 6-4-3 double play. And props to the second baseman, Meehan, unable to make a strong throw to get Gerganis there because I believe he had a throwing error earlier.
That first pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate to Luke Rice. Yeah, you are correct that he did have an error earlier on. And so a great play. Wohlers to Meehan to Watson for the 6-4-3 double play. Luke Rice now at the plate for the Chiefs. The 1-0 is swung on and hit up the middle in there through the hole into center field. And that will score Velez from third and give the Chiefs their lead back. It's now 2-1.
You go, big guy. You go. Great hit by Luke Rice. Like Lugo's hit. Just drove it right up the middle, lined it into center field, and Billy Barlow's going to be saying thank you to Luke Rice now.
And not only are the Chiefs hitting the ball hard, they're also placing it very well. I mean, you can hit a ball as hard as you can, but if it's hit right at a defender, it doesn't matter. As that pitch is swung on and missed in the dirt, but Luke Rice, not exactly the speediest guy out there, so he decides to stay at first.
Well, the Chiefs struck blood again, and they regained their lead.
So a 2-1 ball game now. Boyer's up to the plate. He had an RBI single to start off his day, looking to keep his hot hitting going. More than likely wouldn't be able to get an RBI here, but as that ball is hit high out into left field, and it will be caught by the left fielder for the final out of the inning. So one run on 3 hits, no errors, and one left on base. After 3 full, it's 2-1 Chiefs here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we head to the top of the 4th inning, and Billy Barlow still out there. Wild Bill still out there on the hill, getting ready to face off against the 2-3-4 hitters for the Panthers. It'll be Will Jackson, Luke Janik, and C.J. Shoup due up.
Well, against St. James, Billy Barlow was unable to get out of the 4th inning, hopefully, and I don't think that will be a problem tonight.
The first pitch is a ball just off the plate outside, and it's 1-0. Jackson, 0 for 1 today, flew out to right to start off the evening. The 1-0 pitch, ball high, and it's a 2-0 count.
For those who missed the last inning, Luke Rice broke the 1-1 tie with a single into center field. Definitely giving Barlow, he doesn't really need any more confidence, but he's going to take it.
Yeah, I mean, that pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's a 2-1 count now. Barlow, certainly is a great pitcher, but it certainly helps when your offense is clicking because pitching can only do so much if your offense isn't producing. The 2-1 pitch, strike at the knees as well, and it's a 2-2 count now.
Looking for punch-out number 5 tonight. Can he get it? What do you think he's going to do here, Brandon? Go right back to that heater? Blow it by Jackson?
I could see the changeup here. Ooh, the pitch. Swung on and missed. There it is. The changeup gets him out in front. And there is one away.
5th punch out for Barlow tonight.
And that'll bring up Luke Janik.
Who was he on the football team? Was he the
He
receiver?
he was the running back.
Okay.
Yeah.
He was a running back.
Yeah, Adam was the wide receiver / cornerback.
Well, Luke Janak in that game against Somerville on Thursday, 2 for 4 with an RBI.
That ball is chopped down the third base line, but foul.
And he is tonight, Janak, he is trying to look over
He's
his shoulder.
0 for 1 with a ground out to the catcher.
Okay, all right.
He hit that chopper right up against the plate as that pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2 at the knees. And it's quickly 0-2 to Janik.
Barlow looking for back-to-back punch-outs here as the sun is pretty much set here in Little River.
The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. The heat
Number
again.
6 for Barlow.
We need the K signs out in the outfield.
Yeah.
or up along the wall over there.
Going to have to talk to the athletic director, Joe Quigley, in his final year
Yes.
as athletic director.
I definitely want to get him on a broadcast at some point during the baseball season before he retires.
Yeah.
That pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1
Oh,
to
they called it a
CJ
ball.
Shoup.
They called it a ball.
Wow. It looked like he swung.
Yeah. Coach Quigley in his customary Polaris ATV parked along the first baseline close to the right field wall. Just enjoying the game. Enjoying the game, as many fans here in Little River enjoying this great game.
And they changed it. It is 0-1.
Oh, they did? Okay.
That pitch swung on and missed as well, and it's quickly 0-2. And Barlow just absolutely dominant in this game. And it's going to be interesting, especially with, he's not using all that many pitches. How long Coach Alderson is going to be willing to let him go? The 0-2. Strike 3 called at the knees, and 3 up. 3 down, 3 strikeouts, 7 strikeouts for Billy Barlow, and we head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Chiefs up 2-1. Welcome back as we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and it will be the 6, 7, 8 hitters due up for the Chiefs. It'll be Caden Kingston leading off. He flew out to center to end the 1st inning in his first at-bat.
Caden McDowell still on the mound
Yeah,
here.
Kellen
sort
McDowell.
Of, matching Billy Barlow, I wouldn't say pitch for pitch, but inning for inning thus far tonight. Really settled down after the 1st inning. Got into a little trouble in the 3rd, but got out of it with minimal damage.
Did give up a hit give up a run in the 3rd inning as the first pitch is flown out into center field. McCoy will go underneath it and make the catch for the first out of the inning.
1 pitch, 1 out.
Yeah, that's exactly what you like to see as a Panther fan when it comes to McDowell. Trying to settle down after giving up a run and giving up the lead once again back in the 3rd inning. That'll bring up Cam Freeman, who's 0 for 1. He led off the 2nd inning with a strikeout swing. The first pitch is a curveball in the dirt.
I don't know what classification Kellen McDowell is, but seeing what I'm seeing right here tonight and looking at what he did against Somerville, he's definitely got a future in baseball at whatever college. You know, some coach will love to have a guy like him.
That pitch is swung on and missed, some high heat, and it's 1-1.
North Myrtle Beach looking to get a guy on, and Freeman, who actually had a very nice time with the bat, not only last year, but during the Coastal Invitational Tournament this past weekend.
The 1-1 pitch is flown out high into shallow right field. Ranging in and making the catch is Janik for the second out of the inning. And just like that, McDowell trying to get another 1-2-3 inning. It seems like McDowell is having alternate innings. The first inning he gave up a run. Second inning he went 1-2-3. Last inning he gave up a run. And this inning now trying to go 1-2-3 once again. That brings up A.J. Vereen, who's 0 for 1. He grounded out to the shortstop Wohler in the second inning. The first pitch to Vereen is swung on and lined out over into left field.
That's going to be foul.
And they will call that foul.
One thing I've noticed with A.J. Vereen, I made the player comp his last at-bat. Last year, he played left field. This season, he's in center with the departure of Colton Kingston, who graduated and is off at community college in North Carolina. Caden's brother, may I add. Coach Alderson obviously has a lot of confidence in Vereen being able to do his work out in center field, and he's looked strong thus far.
The 0-1 pitch is a ball low in the dirt, and it's a 1-1 count.
I mean, that great throw, you know. Normally, you want to put your weaker arm in center field. Normally, what you see in the major leagues, but A.J. Vereen's got a pretty strong arm for a guy playing center field.
You want that. You want the guy that has the most speed in center field, so he can, because he has to keep track of all that range. The 1-1 is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's a 1-2 count.
Well, the fastest guy between Butler, Vereen, and Boyers, I'd most definitely put it on Vereen.
Yeah.
I'll bet I'll bet like $100,000 on who would win a race.
Not to mention what he can do on the football field too.
That's not the same Vereen.
Oh wait, you're right. Sorry, I was thinking of Elijah Vereen.
Elijah Vereen. That's the guy on the basketball
There's so
team.
many Vereens in North Myrtle Beach. That pitch misses outside, and it's 2-2. 2-2 count, 2 away. 2-1 game, Chiefs in the lead.
You know, whenever I worked with Joe Quigley, the athletic director here at North Myrtle Beach, he told me 3 most common last names: Vereen, Gore, and Livingston.
Yep.
So it's a common mistake.
That pitch misses low, and it's a full count now to Vereen.
Believe me, they're not all related, but it would be interesting if they did.
They're the Smiths of North Myrtle Beach.
Yeah, most common name in America.
Yeah. The payoff pitch from McDowell is on it. Actually will not come, as Vereen will step out of the box and will reset.
McDowell looking to get through 4 innings here. See if he can do it.
As that pitch is some high heat, swung on and missed by Vereen. And McDowell once again goes 1-2-3 in an even-numbered inning.
I think that's his first strikeout of the night.
No, it's not.
Really?
He had 2 in the second inning.
Okay, so 3 strikeouts.
Yeah, 3 strikeouts now.
McDowell, Kellen McDowell. Not too shabby for the Carolina Forest right-hander.
So we head to the top of the 5th inning with the Chiefs up 2-1 here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we head to the top of the 5th inning, and Billy Barlow still out there on the bump.
7 strikeouts through 4 innings, matching his season high against St. James on Thursday. Number 8 St. James in 5A, so he really wasn't playing any slouch team by any means. But he's been getting his fastball, as you said, it sat in the low 90s according to your scouting report.
Well, low to mid, his highest would be 94.
Right. Well, these Carolina Forest players really can't catch up to it. In fact, I don't think they've really pulled a ball. In fact, the only one I think was pulled was the first hit, which was looped into left to start off the 3rd inning.
He'll face Adam Janik to start off the 5th inning. The 5, 6, 7 hitters due up here on the 5th. The first pitch is a ball low and inside, and it's a 1-0 count to Janik, who, like I mentioned earlier, is also a member of the football team. He played cornerback and wide receiver for the Panthers on the football field. The 1-0 pitch is a ball outside, 2-0.
Very talented athlete, not only for Joey Worley for this Carolina Forest baseball team, but for Mark Morris for the football team.
In the scrimmage against North Myrtle Beach, on the first play from scrimmage in that game, Janik picked off Cam Freeman.
Well, now they meet again.
Now they meet again. That pitch is a ball outside, 2-1. So a little rivalry going on between those two here now as that pitch is fouled off. 2-2 now.
What did Janik do his last time up?
Janik, in his last time up, struck out swinging.
Well, Barlow's looking to do the same thing. Do you think he's going to go back to that fastball?
Probably.
Probably throw some junk.
Probably going for the fastball. It seems like the Panthers have not been able to catch up to it. He does go with the fastball and just misses a little bit low.
You could tell Barlow wanted out. Pounding his glove,
trying to catch the knees.
Saying, give me the ball. Let me get this guy.
Full count now. Janik working the count well. The payoff pitch. Swung on and fouled off. And we'll do it again.
Trying to blow it by Janik.
Yeah.
You could tell he's putting a little oomph behind that.
He's trying to say, I'm going to use my fastball and blow this by him.
Let's see if you can hit it. Another full count pitch here. Nobody out here in the top of the 5th.
The payoff is a ball just off the plate outside. And Janik works the walk. So there's a runner on first base with no one out to start off the inning for the Panthers. And that'll bring up Josh Watson.
Well, quality at bat by Janik, not only working the walk, but getting Barlow to work for it. And unfortunately coming up short of that strikeout. Sort of getting his pitch count up. I don't really know how many pitches he has thus far, but he's doing pretty well if he's pitching into the 5th inning.
Yeah. The pitch to Watson is a ball up and away, and it's 1-0. Starting to lose command a little bit.
Yeah.
This probably will be his last inning of work.
Well, we can't see what's going on in the North Myrtle Beach bullpen due to the fact that there's a wall that is blocking us from seeing. But it'll be interesting to see what Barlow can do. Really hasn't been in much trouble thus far.
The 1-0 pitch is a ball outside. Snap throw over to first base, but Janik's able to get back. And it'll be a 2-0 count now.
Smart move there by Kingston to make sure Janik isn't sleeping. Also Burgess for that, or Gerganis for that matter. Because that was a hard throw. Well, it has to be a hard throw.
Watson is 0 for 1 today. Flew out to center field to end the 2nd inning.
2-0 count here. Barlow in the stretch checks Janik, getting a lot of support from the North Myrtle Beach dugout.
The pitch swung on and flown out into right center field. Ranging over and making the catch is the right fielder Boyers for the first out of the inning.
Well, that's big for Billy Barlow as Joe Marlugo comes over, tosses the ball to Barlow, drops it, but, give him a little words of encouragement, pretty much saying, hey, you're going to get us out of here.
That'll bring up Bradley Wohlers, who is 1 for 1 today. singled to lead off the third inning and then ended up coming around to score. So he has the one run for the Panthers on the night.
And he had the first hit off of Barlow as well.
As we're going from dusk to full night here, as a throw down to second base is thrown away into center field, but does not get far enough for Janik to take third, but he will steal second on that pitch.
That's like the second time that the Chiefs were unable to successfully throw a ball down to second base and have it reach one of the middle infielders. Something you're going to have to work on, but it is early on in the season, though. So now a runner in scoring position for Carolina Forest. Barlow checks him, and he comes set.
The 1-0 pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. The first pitch was a ball outside that was thrown down to second base. 1-1, one away, 2-1 ball game. Chiefs in the lead.
Well, the Panthers aren't afraid to run on Kingston's arm, and they have shown that with, I believe, 2 stolen bases tonight?
Yes.
Okay.
The pitch is a ball off the plate outside. 2-1.
Looks like Barlow is laboring a little bit out there.
Yeah, starting to show a little bit of fatigue. So more than likely, this will be his last inning of work.
And if he gets this batter reaches base, we may see Brian Alderson coming out to relieve his star pitcher.
That pitch misses just low. Oh no, actually they'll call it a strike at the knees.
Maybe it's like reverse, like psychology. We're going to pull you, and then he starts pitching good.
Yeah.
He has pitched great all night, though. Let's see if he can get his 8th strikeout tonight, and he's going to have to work for it here.
2-2 count, 1 away. Snap throw over to second. Almost got Janik leaning, but he's able to get back in time.
I tell you what, it caught me off guard, honestly.
I was not expecting that either. Very quick spin snap throw by Barlow.
We haven't seen many pickoffs outside of the first inning tonight.
No, we have not. That pitch is a
strike
on the low outside corner, and that'll be the second out of the inning. Cold strike 3.
Mm-hmm. Punch out number 8 for Billy Barlow. That's his season high. And it looks like he's going to see if he can get Armstrong here to perhaps end his night, or if he's feeling well, maybe even come out for the 6th. But I don't know if Coach Alderson's going to be pushing his...
The first pitch is swung on and missed to Armstrong.
I don't
know. It's 0-1.
I don't know if Brian Alderson's going to want to be pushing his stud, one of his 2 big horses, early on in the season.
Exactly. If this were later on in the season, then perhaps.
Oh, yeah.
And especially you have to take into consideration this is a non-region game as well.
That is true, yeah.
So the 0-1 pitch is a ball outside. 1-1 count to Armstrong, who's 0 for... Actually does not have an official at-bat. Sacrifice bunted in the 3rd inning to move Wohlers over to second.
I said earlier this inning that it looked like Barlow is laboring. I don't think it's really much laboring, but it's more adrenaline. He's pitching completely on adrenaline right now. You could just tell by his body and just his demeanor as that was a strike.
That pitch is a strike, and it's 1-2 now.
Looking to finish off this guy, perhaps end his night on a strong note.
The 1-2 pitch. Long look and deals. And that ball is chopped over the head of Barlow. It'll get into the hole. A nice attempt by Lugo to grab it before in front of the second base bag, but is not able to hang on. And that will be an infield single for Armstrong. And now there's runners at the corner with 2 away for the number 9 hitter, Connor Meehan.
Whoop. I wouldn't say that's a ball you have to get to, but because that's a tough play, trying to scoop one hopper, high chopper in the infield. I won't.
Yeah,
I'll
that
give Lugo credit.
You definitely can't say that was an error or
Oh,
anything
no,
like
most
that.
definitely, no.
That was a very hard play for Lugo
and Armstrong
and a
was
good attempt.
Armstrong was bolting
Yeah.
down the line, so regardless, it would have been a hit, even if Lugo fielded that one cleanly. So runners on the corner, Barlow faces Meehan here in the top of the fifth.
The first pitch to Meehan is a ball low and away, 1-0 count. Like I mentioned earlier, Meehan also played on the football team, was primarily a safety on the football team, and had a few good plays, had a few good moments over the season for Carolina Forest. And now on the baseball diamond looking to do the same. That pitch missed a called strike at the knees, low and away, and it's a 1-1 count.
This is a prime opportunity for Connor Meehan and the Carolina Forest Panthers to potentially tie this game up. And I don't know if Kellen McDowell is going to be coming back out, but we may see very soon in the next inning a battle of the bullpens.
Yeah, that's what we're going to get as a chop, basically a swinging bunt over to Barlow. He throws it a little low, but a nice dig by Garganis gets him out of the jam. So no runs on one hit, no errors, and 2 left on base. After 4.5, we head to the bottom of the 5th inning with the Chiefs up 2-1 here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Nine one two. I'm used to sometimes in summer collegiate leagues having the 10 hitter.
That's all right.
9-1-2 due up for the Chiefs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. It will be Butler, Velez, and Lugo due up. Chiefs up by 2-1.
Still on the mound for Carolina Forest, Kellen McDowell, as I said earlier, maybe not matching Billy Barlow by pitch, but inning for inning.
Yeah.
And he's definitely shown that he's been able to keep this Panther team in the game.
The first pitch is swung on and chopped high over to the third baseman, thrown on to first in time for the first out of the inning. Jackson was playing well short, was playing on the grass, and just had to move over a little bit and catch that high chopper that would have headed towards the hole otherwise.
Well, just like last inning, Brandon, 1 pitch and 1 out.
And you have to imagine, it's kind of surprising to see McDowell still out there, but you have to imagine that this is going to be the last inning for both Barlow and McDowell. The first pitch to Velez is a strike on the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1.
Well, we can both agree that Billy Barlow and Kellen McDowell have pitched beauties tonight. No doubt in my mind. These are the two number ones for these two staffs.
Velez has been a big threat here as he hits one over the third baseman. Jackson is getting a lot of work early on, and he was playing on the grass again, and he grabbed that hard chopper and gunned it over to first to Watson for the second out of the inning. So that's the first time that Velez has not made a base in this game. Had a walk and a single in his first 2 plate appearances and scored on both of those attempts. So he had both of the Chiefs' runs, but was not able to get on base there. The first pitch is a ball outside to Lugo, and it's 1-0. He is also 1 for 1 with a walk and a single. The 1-0 pitch is a ball outside as well. 2-0.
Well, Gabe Butler and J.J. Velez both accounted for 5-3 groundouts to start the bottom half of the 5th inning. Still a 2-1 game here. North Myrtle Beach leads.
The 2-0 pitch, ball low and inside. 3-0. This game's speeding along. It's only 7:30.
Oh, the scoreboard reads 3-0.
Yeah, it's a 3-0 count. 3-0, and that pitch is a strike right down the middle.
I thought you said 2-0.
No, I said 3.
Okay. Just checking. Making sure you're awake, like you're Alex Jackson. Wake up.
3-1 count, 2 away. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and hit high into shallow center field. Ranging in and making the catch is McCoy for the final out of the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left on base. After 5 full, 2-1 Chiefs here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we head to the top of the 6th inning, and it looks like we have a new pitcher.
No, it's still Billy Barlow.
Okay, it is still Billy Barlow.
Coming out here for his 6th inning of work on tonight.
Yeah, he will stay in for his 6th inning of work.
You got to assume, I don't know if he would have a short leash or not, but
you'd have to imagine that he would have at least a semi-short leash.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have the pitch counter or anything like that.
Yeah, you don't want to overwork him.
They do. You also have to take into consideration there are rules regarding that. In high school baseball, on the high school level, you're limited. You're limited to 95 pitches. 105 pitches a day for him because he's a senior. But if he wants to pitch if he wants to pitch next week, he can still pitch 105.
True.
But even then, that's kind of a high number, and you probably wouldn't expect him to get up to that level. The first pitch is swung on and hit out into right field, and that'll drop in front of Boyers for a base hit. The top of the order, Jackson McCoy starts it off with a leadoff single on the first pitch. And the Panthers are threatening to start off this top half of the 6th inning. That'll bring up Will Jackson. He's 0 for 2 today. Flew out to right and struck out thus far.
Oh, Will Jackson's his name. I kept calling him Alex Jackson. Alex Jackson's the catching prospect in minor league baseball. My bad, folks.
The first pitch to Jackson is bunted at the plate, but it will roll foul.
Saw Freeman charging in from third base.
Yeah.
Playing on the grass. We may see a much similarities to the inning Carolina Forest scored their lone run on the night. Leadoff batter reaches base, and a sacrifice bunt getting him over to scoring position. Because believe me, they really haven't been able to get many in this scoring position for that matter tonight against Billy Barlow, who has looked outstanding thus far. 8 strikeouts on the night.
A long look in for Barlow. Now looking over to first base. Now gets set. And deals. That pitch misses up and away. Snap throw over to first. But McCoy is able to get back. These two teams, this is their 13th time facing off against each other in the Max Preps era. Carolina Forest leads the series 7-5, so the Chiefs have the opportunity of tying the all-time series record up this season with a win both tonight and on Friday. Last head-to-head, North Myrtle Beach beat the Panthers 13-2.
Oh my!
In Game 2 of a doubleheader in 2019, as that is a strong bunt. Barlow will run it over and flip it to Garganis for the first out of the inning, but that will move McCoy over to second base. So the sacrifice bunt moves a runner into scoring position, and that'll bring up the number 3 hitter, Luke Janik.
And it put out 1-3, and just like I just said, another runner in the scoring position for Carolina Forest. Very few runners in the scoring position. Looking for Janik, looking for him to potentially get a base hit here and tie this game up going into the bottom half.
The first pitch to Janik is swung on and missed. Some high heat getting Janik to swing over the top of it, and it's 0-1. That first game of that doubleheader of 2 seasons ago, Carolina Forest won 3-2, so they split the series the last time these two teams faced each other in a home-and-home 2 years ago. That pitch is a strike on the low inside corner, and it's 0-2 to Janik.
Regarding that doubleheader, the Chiefs had pretty short memory.
Yeah.
Very short memory. They just came out and were just bats a-blazing that afternoon.
The 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. And that'll put 2 away on the board, and that'll bring up C.J. Shoup, who has not had a good day at the plate today, struck out twice, trying to avoid the hat trick.
Well, Barlow with 9 punch-outs thus far tonight. If they can get Shoup to get the golden sombrero, 3 strikeouts.
That's a hat trick. Golden sombrero is when you get 4.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, we have a bit to go before that.
Yeah, I don't think we'll get there quite. The first pitch is swung on and missed for strike 1, so he's a third of the way to the hat trick, though.
2/3. Oh, you're talking about the pitch count.
Yes.
Okay, I was talking about Shoup's day thus far. Barlow looks very composed out there in the stretch.
The 0-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. 2 pitches at the knees to get Shoup to swing over the top of it. And it's 0-2 now.
2 fastballs. You thinking?
Oh yeah. At this point, he knows that these Panther hitters can't catch up to his fastball, so he's just like, I'm just gonna throw it and see if you can hit it.
I'm gonna dare you. Here's my fastball.
That time he actually does decide to throw the changeup. It's swung over the top by Shoup. It goes in the dirt, but Kingston is able to grab it, make the tag for the final out of the inning. So no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. And after 5.5, it is still 2-1 Chiefs here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network. Welcome back as we head to the bottom half of the 6th inning. And it will be the heart of the order, 3-4-5 due up for the Chiefs. It will be Burgess Garganis that will lead it off for the Chiefs.
Kellen McDowell still out there,
Yeah,
matching Barlow inning for inning.
Looks like both of these starters will stay on as long as they can, and some high heat to Garganis. It swung on and missed for strike one, and it's 0-1. Garganis thus far today, 0 for 2. Reached on a fielder's choice, but then also grounded into a 6-4-3 double play. That pitch swung on and chopped up the middle. Great diving attempt, but not quite able to hang on to it enough. Wallers was able to get it, but just could not get to his feet in time to throw it all over to first to get Garganis, who was speeding down the first base line. So runner on first base, and that'll bring up
Luke Rice.
Well,
Garganis getting into the hit column. What's interesting, we talked about the longevity of both of these starters going as long as they can. The last time both Barlow and McDowell pitched were on Thursday.
That first pitch goes to the backstop, and Garganis will be able to get over to second base on the pass ball.
Well, Luke Rice now with this runner in scoring position, looking to see if he can, drive one potentially get his second RBI tonight, and give the Chiefs an insurance run, as there is a meeting at the pitcher's mound between Kelly McDowell and the Carolina Forest catcher. Pretty much probably assume he's saying, just calm down, pitch to your strengths. Don't worry about the guy on second base.
Yeah, they're trying to keep this deficit down to 1 if they can, as Coach Alderson's calling something out. Now walking behind home plate.
Looks like he's talking to the umpire, potentially a pinch. No, we're going to have a pinch runner.
Okay.
Number 9, Colin Frazier, will be pinch running for Burgess Garganis. Frazier really couldn't find many stats on him. Last season, only one game, had no plate appearances, but he had a run scored. So potentially on a pinch running situation, perhaps he has more speed than Garganis. I don't know. Let's see what how this strategy will pay off.
The bunt is square but pulled back, but it will be a called strike, and it's a 1-1 count now. 1-1, nobody out. 2-1 game, Chiefs in the lead, runner on second base. The infield, actually not both corners. The first baseman is played well up on the grass, but the third baseman is still played up by the third base bag in order to keep the runner at second from potentially advancing.
Luke Rice calls time, readjusting himself, looking over to the dugout for instructions, steps back. Nope, and we're going to have another mound visit.
Yep, another mound visit.
There's no rules for this in high school?
I don't believe so. So we'll go, while we have this break, we'll go around the region real quick. In Region 6 4A, Hartsville is supposed to be playing Camden tonight. Aynor was going to play Myrtle Beach tonight, but that game was postponed until tomorrow. And West Florence is playing Blythewood tonight.
I tell you what, talking about that Myrtle Beach Aynor game, I think that was postponed due to the possibility.
And the pickoff throw almost got the runner at second, but just barely getting back.
But do you think that game was postponed due to rain? And
I would assume so.
It never rained.
Yeah, it was one of those preemptive things where, or unless it rained down in Myrtle earlier today, and that field isn't as good in terms of the drainage as other fields are.
Only roughly 10 miles separate Myrtle Beach and North Myrtle Beach.
That ball is bunted right up the middle, and on his butt, thrown over to first. What a throw by McDowell from the seat of his pants over to first base to get Rice at first base.
And Frazier moves over to third on the
sacrifice
1-3
bunt.
putout.
So a sacrifice bunt for Rice. That moves the runner over to third. So runner on third base with one away, and that'll bring up Boyers, who is 1 for 2 today, has an RBI single, and is looking to potentially get his second RBI of the day.
Well, that would be big for the Chiefs.
That would be big.
Frazier,
Give them a 2-run cushion.
Frazier taking the lead off third. Jackson not holding him at all. In fact, he's all the infielders for Carolina Forest playing in potentially a suicide squeeze, maybe? I don't think Coach Alderson would be that aggressive.
Yeah, not at this point in the game.
It would be cool, though.
It would be. I'd be cool with seeing it.
Yeah. I mean, Frazier does have speed. Maybe there was a reason why he
maybe, yeah. All, like you mentioned, all infielders playing in. The first pitch is a strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. No bunt attempt on that one.
Or potentially they're playing into potentially if a ground ball is hit, they're going right home.
Or at least to make sure that the runner does not attempt to go home on a hard hit ground ball.
Right. Well, McDowell will be possibly throwing a lot of breaking stuff that will hopefully induce a ground ball here, because Carolina Forest will only have one more wrap of at-bats. So they definitely want to keep that deficit as little as possible, hoping to keep it at 1 run.
The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. The 0-2 ball low in the dirt.
Ooh, tried to get him to chase.
Yeah. Try to curveball in the dirt to get him to chase, but no dice. And it's a 1-2 count now. On the flip side for Carolina Forest, all of the other teams in Region 6-5A will start their region play tomorrow, as that pitch is fouled off to the backstop, and it'll remain a 1-2 count. Conway will head to St. James, while Socastee will head out to Sumter.
Boyers is making McDowell work. Most definitely making him work. Trying to see if he can drive in Frazier from third.
Indeed he is. The 1-2 swung on and missed for strike 3. And they'll quit. The catcher Armstrong looked the runner back to third as he caught that. And now there is 2 away,
And Coach Alderson, who's coaching third base tonight for the Chiefs, sort of, I wouldn't say barking at the umpire, but I guess questioning that call.
Yeah. It might have looked a tiny bit high, but
yeah. So it's going to be Caden Kingston looking to bring in Frazier from third here with 2 down here in the bottom of the 6th.
He's gotten some wood on the ball, as that pitch is a strike at the knees. He's gotten and it's 0-1.
He's gotten some aluminum.
Yes.
Aluminum back.
yes. But he's gotten some aluminum on 2 balls, but both of them were hit right at McCoy out in center.
Well, he's not overmatched by anything McDowell is shown him.
So just gotta hit them where they ain't, as Yogi used to say.
Yogi Berra. How many Yogi-isms do you know, Brandon?
Plenty.
I can't even name one after the one you just said.
As that pitch is a ball low, and it's 1-1.
Trying to get Kingston to chase. As said earlier, his older brother Colton is at a community college, I believe Southeastern Community College in North Carolina. Actually, I saw a picture of many former North Myrtle Beach players. Coach Alderson went up there to see him play and got a picture with 5 players on both teams who once donned the blue and gold of the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs.
The pitch well high, and it's now a 2-1 count. 2-1, 2 away, 2-1, Chiefs in the lead. Here, I'll give you another Yogiism that the Panther fans will certainly appreciate. It ain't over till it's over, though.
That's been overused in baseball
I know. But that's the glorious part about baseball. Every other sport has a clock that, you can run out the clock. The 2-1 pitch, ball low in the dirt, 3-1 count now.
And you said baseball not having a clock. It's a beautiful thing, but it's also a scary thing because there's no guarantee that this game will ever end.
Exactly. You never know when it will end.
3 balls, 1 strikes now on Colton Kingston facing Caden McDowell. Hopefully trying to maybe draw a walk here.
A 3-1. Strike at the knees. And it's a full count now. Big pitch in this game. This is probably the biggest pitch in this game.
Oh, yeah.
thus far. Full count, 3-2, runner on third base, 2-1 game. Chiefs trying to extend their lead.
Perhaps Coach Alderson could get a little cheeky and send Frazier on the pitch and just hope and pray that Kingston makes contact.
That pitch low in the dirt, and he works a walk.
Well, good thing he didn't send him.
Yeah.
He would have ran into the final out. So now runners at the corners here. Coach Alderson coming back down towards the dugout, maybe calling for a pinch hitter.
Yeah, may see a pinch hitter here. It's supposed to be Freeman, but it looks like we are going to get a pinch hitter.
And it looks like it's going to be number 7. Number 7 is Camden Gasky will be pinch hitting for Cam Freeman here. Don't really know much about him. Couldn't find any stats on him from last season. Wasn't on the roster. So, big opportunity for Gasky here. Runners on the corners with 2 outs here, looking to extend the Chiefs' lead. McDowell from the stretch gets the sign, comes forward, fires.
And that pitch is a ball well up and away to Gasky, and so it's 1-0. Big moment here and a big pinch hitting opportunity. And, pinch hitting is one of the hardest things to do because you have to get ready so quickly and be able to, come up big in a big situation. The 1-0. Strike at the knees.
Tell you what,
1-1.
A major luxury for many managers, not only in the American League, in the minor National League, but also in the minor leagues, college, high school, having a guy who can come off the bench warm and ready and, able to come up clutch.
Absolutely. Not as prevalent now anymore, especially not in the National League now without the pitcher.
One more year for the
Universal
pitcher.
DH. They decided to pull it back. I did not see that. That ball is popped high into shallow center field, and it will drop right in front of the right fielder, Janik, and that'll score a run. The runner at first base, Kingston, will just stop at second. So an RBI single for Gasky off the bench, and the Chiefs take a 3-1 lead.
Bringing in Frazier from third. Nice job by Gasky, taking that outside pitch, sort of looping it out in the right field. Janak gave a strong attempt. Unfortunately, couldn't get to it in time. Drops through. Camden Gasky comes off clutch, off the bench, and it looks like Coach Alderson is going back towards the umpire, pointing towards the Chief dugout, looking for a pinch runner, and that's what exactly is going to happen. Number 14, Kevin Rivera, will be pinch running for Caden Kingston. Kevin Rivera, also not on the roster he was on the roster, but he never had any stats, which is interesting.
Yeah.
So you may be thinking, was he a guy who was just called up as a JV player and just never appeared in a varsity game?
Probably.
Well, he's going to have a chance to show off his wheels if something gets put in play here.
Vereen comes up to the plate, and he takes a strike on the inside part of the plate. And it's 0-1.
Interesting thing about A.J. Vereen, I've sort of been talking about him quite a bit. He was once committed to North Carolina Central to play baseball, and he had to decommit, not because he pulled his commit, but because the baseball program at North Carolina Central disbanded.
That pitch is a ball low, And it's 1-1. But the fact that he was, offered by a program of that caliber, you have to imagine that he's going to get some offers.
Oh, most
from
definitely.
other schools. Obviously, you have the big two of Barlow and Freeman right now, but I could see a few of these other guys getting some Division I offers in the near future. As that ball is popped high into right field, Janik gets underneath it. We'll have to take a few steps back, but will make the catch for the final out of the inning, but not before the Chiefs put another run on the board and extend their lead out to 2. It's a 3-1 ball game as we head to the top of the 7th inning. Last chance for the Panthers here on the North Myrtle Beach Chiefs Sports Network.
Number 3 is pitching.
Welcome back as we head to the top of the 7th inning, and we've got a new pitcher coming in for the Chiefs. It will be J.J. Velez stepping off from second base and coming in to pitch to try to close this one out for the Chiefs.
Looking to slam the door is J.J. Velez, hoping to wrap up a beauty of a start by Billy Barlow, going 6 strong innings. And replacing Velez at second base is number 2, Grayson Simpson, a junior. Velez has pitched before this season. In fact, this is his 3rd appearance on the season. Against St. James on Thursday, he had 1 1/3 innings pitched of scoreless, hitless work after Billy Barlow. And on Friday against Aner, he relieved Cam Freeman.
The first pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1 to the number 5 hitter, Adam Janik. He is 0 for 1 today, struck out in the 2nd inning, and then worked a walk, got all the way to third base, but could not come around to score. The 0-1 pitch is a strike on the low outside corner, and it's quickly 0-2.
Yeah, but on Friday against Aner, relieving Cam Freeman, Velez 2 innings pitched, 2 hits, 1 run, none of those earned, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. So he's been proven to be a solid arm.
That pitch is popped high just beyond the first base bag into fair territory, and ranging over and making the catch is Simpson for his first action over at second base, and there's one away.
But as I was saying, J.J. Velez, through 2 appearances thus far, he has shown to be a capable arm coming out of the bullpen for Brian Alderson's Chiefs, and he's looking one out here in the 7th inning, looking to hopefully make easy work of these Carolina Forest Panthers.
That'll bring up, actually there's a pinch hitter for Carolina Forest. The first pitch is a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1 to
number
the
16
pinch hitter, which will get his name for you. It is Garrett Ward, who is pinch hitting.
He was warming up in the bullpen earlier, actually all the way back in the 1st inning.
But ended up not coming in, but now he will pinch hit for Watson. The 0-1 pitch is a ball low. It's a 1-1 count.
One thing about Velez is there's a pitching meeting at the mound. Velez, whenever he lifts his leg, he sort of like lifts it like between his two arms, where his glove, sort of like El Duque.
I was just gonna say El Duque, Orlando Hernandez of the Yankees, just not with that high leg kick.
El Duque used to lift his leg up to his shoulder.
Oh yeah, he was a great guy. That pitch misses low and away, 2-1.
But El Duque ain't here. We have J.J. Velez.
Yep.
Let's focus on him. 2 balls, 1 strikes to Garrett Ward.
The 2-1 swung on and missed, strike 2, and Velez working strongly out of the bullpen in this closing opportunity. The 2-2 swung on and chopped at the plate.
No,
wow.
Oh,
no, excuse me. Sounded like I heard him get a piece of that, but I guess not. Swung on and missed for strike 3, so now the Panthers are down to their final out, and that'll bring up Bradley Wohlers. Actually, excuse me, another pinch hitter for the Panthers. Fritz Jackson will step in.
Number 9.
To pinch hit.
Listed as an infielder on their roster. Bats right, throws right. He's their last chance against Velez.
The first pitch is a strike at the knees to Jackson, and it's 0-1.
I would have expected the North Myrtle Beach faithful to be up on their hands, chanting and clearing. Unfortunately, this isn't the major leagues.
No.
But they have seen a beautiful game tonight.
This has been a great pitching game tonight. That pitch just misses a little low, and it's a 1-1 count.
Billy Barlow showed he can pitch at a high level, and I bet you the Clemson coaching staff can't wait to work with this kid.
Oh, yeah, that ball is hit out into left field, and it will get in there for a base hit. And the Panthers are still alive.
They're not going away
quiet. 2-out
single. Coming off the bench, nice job for Fritz Jackson there, taking a Velez pitch, driving it into left center field. Butler was able to get over there, cut it off to hold Jackson to a single. Now we're going to get to see Velez out of the stretch here. He got the first 2 guys rather easily. Now he's going to have to work with it.
And Braden McOrder is going to come in. He's also going to pinch hit.
He's a catcher listed on our roster. Bats left and throws right. I've never met anyone.
Yeah, that's very weird. You don't see that very often. The first pitch to McOrder is a strike at the knees.
Wonder what hand he writes with. I mean, my dad throws with his right, but he writes with his left.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
An ambidextrous.
The very unique dexterities of people.
Yeah.
The 0-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and it's 0-2, and the Panthers are down to their final strike.
Believe me, Velez wants to get this thing over. I don't think he's going to be wasting around with any sort of breaking pitches, trying to get McWhorter to chase with some junk. He's just going to blow it by him.
That pitch misses up and in, and it's 1-2.
Runner on first takes a small lead. Gergan is holding him on. Velez not even checking the runner. He knows his main priority. Get this hitter.
You don't need to worry about it.
Yeah.
Because even if he takes second, you're up by 2.
Oh yeah, the tying run will still be at the plate.
You have 2 outs. So all you need to focus on is getting a final out. That pitch misses low in the dirt. It gets past the catcher, and that will allow the runner at first to get up to second. Kingston just could not block that one, and as a result, now there is a runner in scoring position.
And there's going to be another meeting between Kingston and Velez. Probably got their signs a little mixed up there.
Yeah, might have gotten their signs a little mixed up.
Caden Kingston catched a heck of a game. He's been solid. Other than that one throwing error in the center field, he's been pretty consistent tonight, and he's shown that he can handle the catching duties almost full-time for Brian Alderson and this Chief team. But Velez looking to end this one here. Runner on second, comes set.
The pitch just misses low.
Ooh.
Look, the Chief faithful wanted that call. Looked like it was at the knees, but just a little low, and it's a full count now.
And Braden McWhorter had to pretty much resist every muscle of his body swinging at that one. Great discipline by the...
The payoff pitch is swung on and missed for the final strike of the evening and the final out of the inning, and that will end it. The Chiefs take this one 3-1 and win the first game of the regular season after coming up just short in the Coastal Invitational Tournament this past weekend. Final score 3-1. Your winning pitcher is Billy Barlow. J.J. Velez gets the save, and the losing pitcher is Kellen McDowell. Any final thoughts?
Well,
on this one?
Amazing job by Billy Barlow. 6 innings of one-run ball, really, showing his dominance. And if he can keep this up, the Chiefs will be a force to be reckoned with. Overall, for the fans, this coaching staff, and the players, you got to feel amazing because, as I said, 368 days ago, they lost 5-3 to Wilson. Yeah. They didn't know what was going to happen the next day, or the next Monday, actually.
Yeah.
But now, with a strong win, J.J. Velez looks strong out of the bullpen. Locked down the save, as is customary with closers. You have to be able to do that if you want to stay as a bullpen arm, or at least as a closer.
Yep.
But Brian Alderson and company, they got to feel pretty good starting off the season. Their home opener, 1-0, and I won't be around to see on Thursday.
Friday.
Friday. I'm still used to the basketball Tuesday and Thursday. But Friday, let's see if Cam Freeman can build off of this strong pitching performance by Barlow and Velez, who, and saying this, they pitched a beauty is quite an understatement.
Yeah. I'll give you the final line on Billy Barlow tonight. Like you mentioned, 6 full innings, only gave up 3 hits in 6 innings, had 9 strikeouts and no walks.
Well, that showed that
and did give up 1 earned run.
Well, that shows that he was times where he got into 3-1, 3-2 counts, but that didn't bother him. He's in control with, I'd say, a lot with his fastball. I don't know much about his breaking.
Yeah,
pitches. He really didn't need to throw his breaking pitches tonight.
Well, his fastball was just so dominant tonight that he didn't really need to worry about his command of his breaking pitches, which he was struggling with at times, but he just went back to what he knew. He just went back to his fastball, and he was able to win this game just off of his fastball. So that'll just about wrap it up for us. Once again, final score 3-1. Chiefs win the home opener. Not 100% sure what's going on in terms of Friday, if I will be able to call the game. Tyler, it was great having you back.
Thank you, Brandon.
But if either we'll be back for the game on Friday, or if not, we will be back next Tuesday.
And for those tuning in tonight who couldn't make it to the game, thank you so much for tuning in. We hope we did a pretty good job this time around.
Yeah.
We were a lot more prepared than last time, and plus we didn't have the fear of COVID last time.
Yes, we didn't have.
Hopefully, we're on the way out of this.
We did. Hopefully, we didn't have the looming shadow of the potential of the season getting shut down like we did last year during the one game for the baseball season. So this was a lot better. We didn't have to worry about any of that sort of thing. So,
and the Chiefs have finished their, I guess, their meeting in center field. They're all coming back in to retrieve their things in the dugout, and it's just a happy moment for them. They're just,
they're just happy to be back on the field.
Oh yeah, it's a great feeling overall, and. For Carolina Forest, Braden not Braden McWhirter. Oh my goodness. Kellen McDowell pitched a great game. Unfortunately, just couldn't match Billy Barlow. But it's hard to go up against Billy Barlow.
That's going to be one of the big things about any team facing the Chiefs this season is that they're going to have to deal with 2 Division I caliber starters.
Yep.
All season long, and it's going to be a tough hill to climb for any team. So, once again, final score 3-1. Like I said, not sure what's going on if I'll be able to travel for the game on Friday, but if not, we will have the coverage live for you next Friday when the Chiefs face off against the Hartsville Red Foxes right here at North Myrtle Beach High School. So, for Tyler Kerp, I'm Brandon Biskobing saying